Oh, I gotcha. I got like ridiculously angry hearing that.
You don't like Domino's?
No, I was just like, why the fuck are you playing Dominoes right now? And then I was like, oh, you're playing Red Dead. That makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. I used to play Domino's as a kid with my grandma. It was weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
It is. I never really ever thought of it, but like, yeah, I guess I did used to play Domino's.
Anyone gonna play some dom- Hey, Arthur.
Give me 1 second. Oh, God damn it. Everything's falling to shit again. My life!
2019.
Hello!
Woo.
Oh, hell
Nice.
yeah, off to a good start, man.
There we go.
I mean, like in the year, in 2019, but also
Yep,
the podcast.
for sure.
Hello! Welcome back to the Phoenix Roost for our final bit of 2018 wrap up. I'm Adam.
And I'm Matt.
And yeah, just gonna wrap it up. Talk about how there's a ridiculous amount of remakes. That'll
Ain't
probably
this
take a
fun?
minute. Then go through some of the games we didn't get to play that we wanted to, and then we'll just talk about our game of the year. So yeah, man, remakes. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is just like an unprecedented amount of remakes and like collections.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
I'll get John to play one these days.
The last time I felt like this amount of remakes coming out was PS3, I think, when they just started dropping a shit ton of PS2 remakes in like the middle of like that
Yeah.
system's lifestyle console. Like that's what it feels like right now. Like they're just like boom, 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 boom. Like
Then there's a lot of good ones from like really solid collections, like 30th anniversary Street Fighter,
for sure.
the Spyro trilogy, Shenmue 1 and 2 got re-released together. Sega Genesis collections, which has a different set of games from the PS1 version or the PS3.
Nothing for me.
Which yeah,
But
that's
really,
pretty,
I've always liked collection games. Those are perfect.
especially for like older games. Like yeah, no, I really like it too. Like it's the perfect way to get like a bunch of those. Like for the Atari and stuff like that, especially where it's just like,
Oh
god
yeah, yeah.
damn,
There's a
like
flashback pack too.
yeah,
And yeah, like I really mean just a shit ton of those older games that I wouldn't ever want to buy on their own, like 40 to or more games for like full price. That's totally fine.
right.
Or alternatively, like Spyro Status, where they just completely remake the game to look like a fucking Pixar cartoon.
Oh my god, yeah, the game looks so fucking beautiful. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Haven't had a chance to pick it up yet, but oh my god, I'm in love with it every time I look at it.
Yeah, no, I haven't either, but I'm in the same boat where I'm just every time I look at it or like remember it's a thing, I'm just like, oh my god, yeah, that's right.
Speaking of like redone games, like in full, like they did a full-on remake of Shadow Colossus, which also looks and plays beautifully.
I
I
didn't know.
didn't
Okay.
play through it all the way,
I
but
was gonna say I did not
it's
pick that up, but I want it badly. Like,
yeah. Secret of Mana got the same thing. It got a full-on 3D remake. Some people think it looks uglier, and some people say it plays worse. Not 100% sure. Not a Secret of Mana expert, but I picked it up because I played it all the way through, so I want to.
actually, I did pick it up as well, and I just haven't played it. Like, yeah, I haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, and then I think The World Ends With You Final Remix added some stuff. I think it was just like an extra chapter, so it's not like a full-on
I'll pass.
remastering or anything, but it's still cool.
But it's such a good game. Like, The World Ends With You is such a fucking cool
Yeah.
RPG. Like, I have been kind of wanting to pick that up as well, just because I want to play back through it. And this is a dumb excuse for me to do it on the Switch, so.
Yeah, man, it'd be good. And then yeah, Dark Souls got remastered. I don't think they really changed anything except like frame rate and making it play right.
Right.
And then other than that, there's just a bunch of other smaller releases like really cool portable RPGs that got remasters, or not remasters, remakes or whatever. Radiant Historia was a DS game that got a remake, and they added in like a whole new chapter to it, and it's like a time travel RPG that's really neat. Oh, what was the other one? Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux got remade, and Strange Journey was the original Shin Megami 4, but then they decided to make it a spin-off, but like it's still part of the main continuity. I don't know. There's like a Hellgate in Antarctica or some shit that you have to go and like stop, and so you just go into like this crazy hellish version of Antarctica, and it's a dungeon crawler. I've always really wanted to play that one, haven't had the chance. Then yeah, just a bunch of other random stuff. I mean, like Burnout Paradise got a remake. Like that's cool. I really like Burnout Paradise, but why?
Yeah, no, I saw that, and I've been interested in picking it up just because I've never played Burnout Paradise, and I was like,
Oh, dude,
ah,
get that
maybe.
shit cheap, dude. That game's great.
And but yeah, like what fucking Night Trap got released, which was weird as fuck too. It was just like,
Yeah,
what?
Night Trap.
Like, what are we doing even? Why? Like, it's
Yeah.
only
The
fine because
Blob
it's just
and the
weird as
Blob
shit.
1,
Yeah.
2 got remakes. Like what? Okay.
Domino.
Last Remnant, like that,
Yeah.
I've heard that's like an okay like hidden gem or whatever, but still it's just random as fuck. Disgaea, Mark of the Ninja, like just I don't know. Code of Princess got a remake. That's cool because it
Yep.
shouldn't have been on 3DS. It couldn't really handle that game, and I want to play it, so that's cool. That one got a remake. And then Nintendo doing weird shit like with Luigi's Mansion, fucking Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on 3DS. Like, okay. I don't know. It just there's a lot of them, and it just felt weird to me.
Oh, dude,
So, I wanted to
Super
talk about
Mario, what, Deluxe? Yeah, like, we didn't even, like...
That's not out yet.
Oh, is it not out yet? I thought it was.
No. Comes out early 2019.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
The
You're talking about New
beginning.
Super Mario Bros. Deluxe?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. And that's another one where I'm just like, am I interested in this? And I'm not, but
Right.
my brain's like, could be though, Adam. I'm just like, god damn it. This is why suicide's an option, brain. And then it shuts up for a bit. But yeah, just a lot of remakes. I'm not necessarily against it, especially the badass collections or like full-on remakes like Spyro, but
Dude,
then
I'm
on the
good
other
with
hand-
PS1 remakes for sure. Those games
Yeah.
look like
Oh,
shit, but are classics. So, like, yeah,
Well-
res them up. Like, yeah.
Spyro still looks good, weirdly.
It does, but I don't know. A lot of the
it's
fucking
aesthetic.
the blockiness of most of those PS1
Oh, yeah.
games, I'm just like, Jesus. Like, the pixel art for, like, older games, I'm good with. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, it doesn't, those are nice. And N64 even, like,
Yeah.
for the most part, did it pretty decently, but, like, PS1 specifically, I'm just like, oh my god. A lot of the time when I look
Yeah,
at
well,
those
it's
games,
like-
I'm like, what the fuck?
They have a lot of like the jittering and shuddering because of how the polygons interacted with each other on like,
Yeah.
the hardware side of it, whereas Nintendo had it more smooth, so everything looked more consistent. Whereas everything's all like kind of like shifty as fuck when it moves around. So it's really kind of off-putting, but also endearing at the same time to me personally, because I personally love that era of 3D, even though it does look bad. It just appeals to me. Nostalgia. It's a bitch.
Yeah.
Pass me for now.
But yeah, and then but even just like the normal remakes of other games, it's kind of cool just for like people who only have a PlayStation 4, only got a Switch or whatever, just started gaming or missed out on like a decade because they're in a coma, whatever. So I think that wraps it up for just talking about like the weird remakes of 2018.
Yeah, for
Next
sure.
up, what are any games that stuck out this year that you didn't get the chance to play that you wanted to?
A couple. Blade Strangers was one of them. Like, I really badly wanted to pick that up, and I just never got to. It's just a fighter.
That has
It's
the
got,
guy
like,
from Cave
Yeah.
Story and like Binding of Isaac, right?
shovel knights in it. Yeah, like, yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that game. I'll probably suck at it too, but I want to play it really bad.
Yeah, I know. I've been excited. Like, I've wanted to play that pretty fucking badly. Fucking. I guess in that same vein, I can't even remember. It's Brawl Out, I think is what it's called. It's another fighting, like, Smash Bros. S game. This
Yeah,
got,
the one
like,
with ukulele.
yeah, it's got ukulele in it. Yep, yeah, and that one looked super fun to me as well. I just never picked
Were
it
you
up.
the one telling me Brawl Hollow was bad? There's a Brawl game you told me was not good. I think it was you.
I don't. I actually like Brawlhalla, so I don't know about that.
Okay.
Like, it's just a
Okay.
Smash Bros. Clone, but the only shitty thing
Yeah,
about it
might
is
have
like
been-
there's so many characters. But like I thought it was pretty okay. Like,
I gotcha.
I put a bunch of time into it, like last year or this year, or maybe one of the 2 years.
Yeah, because I keep looking at Brawl Out and thinking, like, is this the game Matt said not to get? But maybe it was David talking about a different game. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that out.
Both Dead Cells looked super cool to me, and like I
Oh
just
yeah,
have
dude.
not like.
Death, all three of them together, Chasm, Dead Cells, and
Yep.
Death Gambit, all look
Yes.
really
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that whole vein of games that like that weird Dark Souls 2D games. Like,
Mm.
yeah, I want to check all those out like pretty badly.
Yeah, man. I'll just go down the list here. Fucking Detroit Human came out this year or last year, and
Nothing for me.
I was really interested by the trailer. I know it's just one of those guys
Yep,
games,
there.
but I don't know. It looked
David
like it could
Cage
be
games.
interesting
Yeah.
story-wise, and just like as a movie, it might be good. Which is why I'm not picking it up anywhere near full price because it is just a movie. But
Dude, just
I'm
wait till
interested in
they
seeing it.
give it to you. They'll give it to you eventually. They gave you Beyond
Oh,
Two
I know.
Souls and they gave you fucking Heavy Rain. Like they'll give you
That's
this
what I'm
one.
saying, dude. Like that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
It's just something I want to check out, but like I'm not gonna seek it out or anything. Um, oh, I missed out on one of Nintendo's brand new IPs that I really should have given a shot, and I feel bad for not. Sushi Striker.
Oh man, yeah, I actually did kind of want to play that and just yeah, I've
Oh,
never given it a
I
shot.
was fully sarcastic.
Dude, I've heard good things about it. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, about Bejeweled, but sushi.
is that what it is? I haven't really looked into it much, but
I don't know.
I see that it's been like everybody talks about it, and every time it's been talked about, like they're like, "Oh my God, it's super kick ass."
Seriously? Weird.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it talked about at all. So yeah, it just looks like
Oh,
another puzzle game to me, and I'm over it. So
dude, the only reason I think in my brain I kind of want to try it is because I remember that Lickitung mini game from fucking Pokemon Stadium, and like
yeah,
my mind's like that
I
was
get
fucking fun
that.
as shit. Yeah, like
Um, Overcooked 2 was another one that I wanted to try out but didn't get the chance to. My buddy picked it up, so we'll probably co-op through with it with
that
him at
was
some
yeah
point.
another one that I'd heard was pretty good. That was in the same like cooking game line where I was like, oh yeah, that
Mhm.
might be okay.
Did you play Overcooked 1?
No, I've heard it's good though.
Yeah, apparently Overcooked 2 just like really ups the ante and like has like great
That's me
because
for now.
it's in a kitchen and you gotta do meals and stuff, and this one has it in like really weird fucking areas and like
I believe.
the kitchens move around and stuff
Yes.
during the level, so it's actually like really interesting.
Sorry. Not much.
I'm skipping over all the RPGs because I'm just gonna like mass talk about them all at once. Starlink was another one I want to give
Oh
a shot
yeah,
on,
Sorry about that.
specifically Switch.
for sure. Yeah, just so it could be a next fucking Star Fox game. Yeah,
Yeah, just play through the Star Fox content and call it complete.
right.
Because I don't know, I I just want Star Fox, man. Just give me
Yeah,
Star
right.
Fox. They're doing this weird shit again. Like I don't know. Soul Calibur 6 didn't get a chance to play it. I played the
Oh
beta,
yeah,
played
yeah,
one
yeah.
match, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even feel qualified to talk about this. I want to get Resident Weapon Master Brandon in this, but he's not
Oh,
available.
right,
So.
right. Yeah. No, yeah, I've got a couple videos up of the beta playing that, and I thought I was having a good time with it. It's definitely one I really badly want to pick up, but just didn't have the money, and there's other stuff that I really badly want to pick up as well, and it's just like,
Yeah,
god damn.
you get the complete edition of the year.
Later on, yeah.
hmm Thronebreaker. Oh no, it's an RPG. I'll wait on that. Castlevania Requiem. I don't know if I'll buy it, but it's just like actually that goes into the remake one. This is in the wrong list.
I was gonna say, I think I know what you're talking about.
Castlevanias.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the one that's
like
what
Symphony of the Night
Rondo of
came out.
Blood and Symphony of Night, yeah.
Yeah, great games, and it's just another random remake. Just
Yep.
put it in the wrong place.
Yeah, one of those
Ooh, I
games.
should have said.
Huh? What should you said? You cut out on that.
Oh, Call of Cthulhu was the next game that I should actually be talking about.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I've heard really really bad things about it,
Yep.
so I'm bummed. But I'm still interested in it because I like the concept, even though I don't like a Lovecraft game just can't work unless it's just a theme. Like if it's a
Right.
theme of the game, it's fine. But you can't have like a Call of Cthulhu game. You can't have a Call of Cthulhu movie because it won't ever work.
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
just more of
point
a
is
feeling,
unknowable
like, yeah.
fear. Yeah, exactly. It's this like you can't have it be about Cthulhu. You can have a Lovecraftian movie, but you have to have it leave the audience or game leave the audience with a feeling of just like what the fuck is out there and what does it mean? Like I don't
Right.
even matter. Like we don't even matter. Like we're such a small piece of nothing in the grand scheme. Like that's what Lovecraft really ultimately is because he was an insecure little douche. Like, and it works, man. It's a great fucking fear. Everybody
Yeah.
can fucking relate to that. What if we don't matter? That's a horrifying idea. But we don't matter.
Yeah.
Overkill's The Walking Dead came out, and I should have included this in the other list too, because I don't want to play it, but it was a travesty. We're really well organized here at the Phoenix Roost on our first ever live stream while my co-host is sick, and I just kind of did this impromptu too.
Pass me for now.
Yeah, no, it's good. This is all good. We're having a lot of good technical... yeah, a fucking windstorm, a fucking, like, the internet was shitting out on us here and there for a bit, trying to get this going even, like... I know,
it's a good
the
time.
fucking fates have conspired against the Roost, but we're pushing through it, so...
Sorry. Not much.
But yeah, Overkill's Walking Dead, just like that's another travesty game where it's like, what the
Yep.
fuck even is this? It doesn't work. It's a shooting game that doesn't work. How do you fuck up a shooting game? How do you fuck up a shooting game? It's
For
2018.
real, though. Like,
It's
what the
2019
actual
now.
fuck is happening? Yeah.
Fucking hell, guys. Hitman 2 came out. That's a game where I keep almost buying it. It was on sale for 30. I very fucking nearly bought it because I loved Hitman Season 1, I'll call it. And Hitman Season 2 just, it's more of the same. And Hitman was a fantastic fucking little puzzle game. Loved it.
Yeah, no, I played Hitman 1 a bit, and I really liked, well, Hitman Season 1, I guess, yeah, a bit,
Yeah,
and
it's
really
just
loved
called
it.
Hitman, but it's a season format, so I just call them seasons.
Well, that, and there's another game called just Hitman, I believe, so, like, it's
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
goddamn fucking game developers with their bullshit names.
Plus, if you own Season 1, you can play it in Season 2.
That's pretty
so-
cool, yeah.
Mutant Year
Jack.
Zero is another one. What's up?
Oh, you just hit this fucking toy, so you'll get some radio in the background now.
Oh, I gotcha. Mutant Year Zero is a weird little strategy game that's more about like stealth and sneaking around the outside of the level and taking out enemies from afar, like before they even notice you're there. Because if you get like caught, you're fucking dead. But it's still a turn-based game. But when you're not in active combat, you can move around in like real time and like hide and stuff and set shots up. I don't know. It looks really cool. I've heard like mixed things, but I'm still interested. I don't know if you had heard of Mutant Year Zero or not.
No, have not heard anything about that.
One of your main characters is a duck with a gun, so
That's
it's
cool.
old, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
My last game on here that I wanted to play but didn't get a chance to. Oh no, actually I have more. I just fucked up because I'm a professional. Grizz is a game that I just recently heard of. I don't know if I really want to play it, but it looks beautiful. But it's like a platforming adventure game, but there's no danger at all.
Oh, that's weird.
So it's like a pretty 2D platformer walking simulator. Looks really cool. Like whoever did the art, like goddamn, you are talented as fuck. But I really wish people would just make games if they're gonna make a game.
Right.
It doesn't need to be violent, but there has to be a fail state. If there's no fail state, it's not a game. Unless the fail state's boredom,
I mean, it could be.
and then you just made a shitty game. It'd make a pretty book. Yeah, I had a couple other ones I skipped over in here. I'll just run through them real quick. Celeste looked like a really good 2D platformer
For
with a lot of
sure.
challenge.
For sure, Celeste looks super cool.
Yeah. Kingdom Come Deliverance is like a weird RPG, 3D or not 3D, like third. Is it third or first person? Doesn't
I think
matter.
it's third.
It's like
yeah.
it's a realistic medieval RPG with like it's fucking realistic. Like combat's clunky and doesn't really work right, and but it's supposed to not work right. You're not like a god, you're just a dude. So that's really interesting. Pit People's another strategy game made by the people who made Castle Crashers and the secretly horrendous Battle Block Theater.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll ever get into it or not. I played a beta of it. It was okay. Warhammer Vermintide 2 is an amazing fucking follow-up to Left 4 Dead. I don't know if I'll ever play it because all of our friends suck.
Yeah, literally, they all suck. Especially especially Mike and Brandon, douchebags.
Especially you.
Especially, you, Adam, and then fucking all of the rest of the people that
also,
aren't me.
if I could, what's your mom's name? Yeah, she fucking could suck a fat one too. Thanks, Matt.
Yep.
The Swords Ditto is like a weird little roguelike game where when you die, the whole world resets and it's kind of Zelda-y and it has a really nice art style. Runner 3 is the third bit trip runner game, and those are just really good auto runner games.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have talked about this earlier. We Happy Few is a fucking mistake and shouldn't exist.
Yep. Yeah, everything that I've seen on that game like just makes me sad because the aesthetic of the game originally made me
Yeah,
like think
the
it was gonna be
general
cool.
idea of
Yeah.
like drugging an entire town because everything's so dire, where it's just like we'll keep everything dire, we'll just trick our brains into thinking it's not. That's a
Yep.
cool idea. Would have made a great movie, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. They just
Um,
executed poorly. Sold out really too, so like yeah.
yeah, the whole thing sounds, and there's like a bunch of like Kickstarter nonsense behind it too, where it's like, oh, it doesn't sound good either. Last two I got SNK Heroines, fighting game starring women from SNK games, and Terry Bogard as a lady. So
Is a
that's
lady,
hot.
yeah. Yeah, the only issue I have with that game is like a 3 or 4 button fighter. Like they simplified the shit out of it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they made it literally basically what it is, which is just like a fucking like pervert game, like essentially.
That's
Yeah, and the whole
right on
thing
the laws.
takes place in some guy's brain apparently. Like that's the whole story. Is like some guy like sucks all these
I,
people into his brain, and that's why Terry's a woman. And like yeah, like yep.
oh, I thought like it was just because I think that'd be pretty funny having just like a nerd just be like, I want to, and then like that's the fight, like him just being
Yeah.
a pervert, like that's kind of funny actually. But yeah, if they literally got like, okay, less excited. Damn.
Yep.
Mega Man 11 looked like shit in screenshots and looks really good in motion somehow.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's insane, isn't it? Like, when I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, they're gonna really put this shit out, huh? And then, like, yeah.
The screenshots made me avoid trailers. Then I saw a trailer and was like, what?
Yep. Another game that was kind of that way for me was Override Mech City Brawl. That game looks super fun, like, honestly. Like,
Oh,
when
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen, like, things on it, at first, I was like,
Is
I
that the
don't know
new
about that.
PlayStation game?
Dude,
Where
yeah,
it's like a robot brawler.
yeah, it's a fucking robot brawler. Like, yeah, I'm totally down for that, 100%. Like,
You're telling me.
Yeah, that looks super cool. There might have been more that I missed. I'm not really sure, and they all kind of got scrambled around
Yeah.
anyway. But overall, 2018, pretty good year.
yeah,
But I
decent
think what
year.
defines 2018 the most is the fact that neither one of us could just be like, "Oh, it's game of the year." There's
Yeah.
a lot of games where we were like, "That could be," but it's not. Smash?
Yep.
No. Red Dead Redemption 2? No. Fallout 76? No.
That was
Donkey
close,
Kong
though.
Tropical Freeze? Maybe Tropical Freeze.
Right.
No. Borderlands 2 VR? That's revolutionary. It's a revolution. No, but really, I think we got some good picks for him.
Yeah,
Dragon Quest 11's fine. I haven't beat it, but fuck it, I don't even need to. I love Dragon Quest so much, and from what I've heard, all it will do is continue to impress me more and more. Visually, it's gorgeous. They didn't do too much to like change up the RPG format, but honestly, that's what makes Dragon Quest work. It's just a gorgeous game that plays well, and it does exactly what I wanted it to do. And for me, it's my game of the year, Dragon Quest 11.
Yep. For me, I mean, I had the same issue as you. Like, we both discussed it before doing this video, where it's just like, I really don't know. But, like, I think when I, like, really think back on the games, like, that just came out this year, that I put time into, that it really is probably, oh, this is good. My mind just totally blanked out, so that's fucking fantastic. Yeah, thank you. The fucking Pocket Rumble. Sorry, guys. I've been drinking and smoking and I'm sick, so my fucking brain's not 100% here. Fucking, yeah, Pocket Rumble. Only because it's one of those games where a lot of the times my issue is I have so many games that once, like, even like for a fighting game, once I've done all the content in it or, like, feel like I've gotten all the content out of it, I'm just done with it, even though there's still the competitive modes and stuff like that where, you know, you can go back in and, you know, technically they're, you know, never ending. But for me, like, with the amount of time I have to play games, I'm like, okay, well, fucking shelving that one. I'm done with it now, you know. But with Pocket Rumble, I just will play it sometimes for no reason. Like I've beaten it with every single character, played the online a fuck ton. There's nothing for me to unlock or do really, but I will fuck around with that game for a few hours a day, like just to do so, like just to play some more Pocket Rumble. And I don't know, I like that each character, like I can just stick around with so and so for a bit and learn some new things about them. It's simplistic, weirdly, but like not at the same time. And yeah, like Pocket Rumble's probably my game of the year, only because I don't have a legit like handle on what should be a game of the year for this year.
Dude, honestly, what you said reminded me of what made Mario Kart 8 my game of the year, when whatever year that was just I kept playing it. I couldn't stop
Yeah,
playing it. It was so fucking fun, really simple, and even though like it's like, well, this can't really be game of the year, is it? It's games, man. It's the one that you had the
right.
most fun to pick and you were drawn back to the most. That's totally game of the year material.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah,
And at least the online works.
yeah,
Fallout
that's for sure.
76.
Good job, Fallout 76.
Um, any other lingering thoughts? I got like a couple.
Pass.
Lingering thoughts. Not a lot. We did miss the
Year
one thing we
ago.
did miss on Nintendo slash PlayStation and Xbox stream was Super Mario Party. Super fun. Like I got it for
Yeah, yeah.
Christmas. Been playing it a little bit. It's a return to form for Mario Party for sure. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad that they
Yeah, I'm
finally
excited to play it.
fixed whatever was ever broken in the first place. Like just why they had to fuck with the formula, I don't know. But it's working now.
Yeah,
It's fun.
dude, that's a poppy Nintendo thing. They break
Yeah.
something that's fine, and then they're just like, "What's the issue?" And then they unbreak it, and it's like, "Aren't we amazing?" And everyone's just like, "God, I can't fit more of your dick in my mouth, but I will."
Right.
Yeah, Nintendo fanboys are weird. I say that as a Nintendo fanboy.
Yep.
Well, I'm not really a fanboy of anything, because I'm not an imbecile. But
Yeah.
sorry, fanboys. It's just your mindset doesn't even make sense. You can love something and not need to tear other shit down for it. No
and
one
and be able to
like.
be like, yeah, this thing does have some issues. Like,
Yeah, exactly, and it does. There's
yeah,
lots of issues in Nintendo. Yeah, I don't remember if I talked about it on any of the actual streams or one of the fucked up streams, but I just wanted to mention that Star Wars Battlefront 2 got like 2018 was the year that made that game actually like worth it, and it's
oh
also
yeah,
incredibly fucking cheap almost all the time. Like it's got so much free content updates. They took out all of like the nasty microtransactions. They added them back in for costumes, and they're way too expensive. But like honestly, it doesn't matter. The gameplay itself's super fucking fun, and it sucks that they have like a slow stream of stuff coming out. But whenever something does come out, it's pretty good.
yeah,
Still glitchy mess, and they could still do better. But I just quick shout out to Battlefront 2. You got better, and it looks like 2019 will be another good year for you.
yeah. Hopefully, like I'm excited for it to be. So I hope it is.
Yeah. Other than that, like real quick movies. Aquaman was really fun, really stupid, but really fun. Venom was really stupid, not fun, but very stupid. Avengers: Infinity War had no tension. What's the
Yeah,
point? I
yeah.
don't know. Stop that movie. There's nothing in that movie. Just nothing happened, and it didn't matter. Like
None
who?
of it
It
mattered.
turns
Like
out having God as your main villain doesn't work.
it
Turns out having
also,
God with 4 mini-gods as his buddies doesn't work because it just doesn't fucking matter.
it also turns out, guys. Like, and spoilers, I guess. But going ahead and showcasing all these movies that are to come out in the future, and then killing off a bunch of those characters.
Yeah.
Not really emotionally hurt. Doesn't hurt me emotionally because I'm like, huh, weird.
Yeah.
He's got fucking a movie coming out in a few. Like, pretty
Yeah,
sure he's coming back. Like, yeah, like, come the
the,
fuck on.
the only surviving characters are the characters from that started the universe, the characters
Right.
who are going to sacrifice themselves to get out of the universe as actors and to bring back the new
Yeah.
guard to bring in the next phase of the MCU. Like, come on. Come on. Holy shit. The new Halloween was kind of fun, but had a terrible ending. What else did I watch that came out this year?
I saw Tomb Raider. It was all right. It honestly was less fun than the Angelina Jolie ones, though. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Yep, there.
I low key like the Angelina Jolie ones, like when they pop on, I'm like never disappointed or anything. I'm like, yeah, I can watch this. Like, you don't really seek them out, but I could watch them. It's just fun bullshit
Sure.
movies. But, like,
Unlucky there.
yeah, this one I would say does it. I mean, this one's definitely the rebooted Tomb Raider girl, and, like, that's obvious.
Oh, yeah.
Simon Pegg's buddy's in it. I forget his name right
Nick
now.
Frost,
But
the fat
yeah,
one.
yeah, he's in it. For, like, 5 seconds. But, yeah, he is in it.
Weird.
Yep.
I can't really think of any other movies. Oh, I watched Clove Hitch Killer. That had good tension. It wasn't groundbreaking, but it had good tension, and it's a thriller. So that's all it really needs, in my opinion.
I watched a movie called Tag, which is like a weird kind of comedy,
Yeah.
kind of like True Story. It was pretty good. It was decent. Like, not anything like, wouldn't recommend, but wouldn't say don't watch it. Like,
Right on.
yeah.
The one movie that I didn't see this year that I really wanted to see was Mandy, and I just haven't got to see it. If you haven't seen the trailer for Mandy, do yourself a fucking favor and look it up.
Okay.
Every scene is purple and red. It involves Nicolas Cage and his wife are just in love, and an insane cult leader who forces his followers to drink super LSD, kidnap her, possibly kill her, beat the shit out of Nick Cage, leave him for dead, and then Nick Cage forges himself like a death metal looking axe and hunts them all down while also being forced to take those drugs. And he ends up wearing a Hannibal Lecter mask and like fighting dudes with the chainsaw and shit.
Oh my
All to
god.
insane music, and everything's drenched in red and purple, and it's Nick Cage just getting to be Nick Cage, dude.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude. Like, I showed the trailer to David, and he was just like, "Oh, okay." And I'm just like, "Excuse me, you're not my friend. Get out." I was like, "You want to watch it?" And he's like, "Not really." And I got so mad, dude. Like, I couldn't.
That sounds
I really
amazing.
want to watch it with you.
Yeah.
'Cause just the trailer alone, I was like, okay, that's worth an hour and a half of my time. Other than that, I think that about wraps up 2018. Other than the fact that America is trying to destroy the entire world and everyone in the country is a lazy piece of shit, not doing anything about it.
We actively have no government at the moment, so that's real fucking cool.
We're literally fucking up the livelihoods of thousands and thousands of people who have dedicated their lives to keeping this fucking country afloat, despite the fact that the country doesn't give a fucking shit about them in a dying fucking economic system. But, you know, whatever. Also, fuck the environment, am I right? Because money. We need more money. We need more money in walls, so fuck the
Gotta
environment.
get all
Fuck
that
water.
sweet cash flow. Gotta get that
Fuck.
GoFundMe going for the fucking wall. Get the American
Why-
people to pay for it.
Why does it matter that there's, like, only a few last sanctuaries for, like, dying out butterflies, which help pollinate and, like, keep other ecosystems? We bulldoze that down for a wall that won't work because people have been digging underneath walls since the dawn of goddamn kind to get the goddamn fuck around them, and also they can take boats or planes.
Right. It's just fucking
like,
insane. Like, the whole thing is
Didn't
just
even want
so
to, but
fucking
like
stupid.
really quick, like how is immigration really problem number one? Like really, in anybody's book, is immigration problem number one? And if you are, maybe you're just a piece of shit.
Maybe you're an
Maybe just a
actual
piece of
just
shit.
asshole. Yeah, like you might just be. Look at yourself
Veterans
in the
don't
mirror
have
and go,
homes.
yeah,
People are
go.
starving in our fucking country. There's more empty homes than homeless people. What the fuck, man? Like, what the fucking fuck?
Not the immigrants' fault, by the way. Not their fault. They're not kicking people out of their homes. They're not taking people's jobs. That like they're
They're not stealing welfare because they can't sign up for welfare because they're illegal, so they're not in the system, so they can't fucking qualify for it. If they're illegal, and if they're
Right.
legal, who gives a fuck? And if they're refugees, who gives a fuck?
yeah. You know what's
Make the world a better
monstrous
place.
is putting a bunch of kids in a bunch of fucking cages, separated from their parents, and then fucking like
Yeah.
putting them through trials. Like they're fucking
What are you
children for
people
shit's
doing
sake.
here
Like
at the border of our country?
actual
We're trying to
monsters.
escape
Like,
the
yeah.
terrors. We're
Like-
trying to escape the terrors of our country. Can we please come here for safety? Here's some tear gas.
right.
Okay. Open fire on immigrants just trying to get away from like the horrors of their life. Okay.
Yeah, fuck the immigrants, but ho, let's not talk any shit about the Nazis because that's fucking just like, yeah, I mean, that'd be a bit mean, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't it not? Like, the Nazis should be able to express their views too.
Talking in detail
God
about sexual assaults and
damn.
sexual harassment and saying, hey, that's just locker room talk, but then using like lady of color. I don't know what fucking nationality she is. Fucking Alexandria or whatever. One of her cousins said bitch in a video, and they try to demonize her for that. But you can just talk about sexual harassment, and that's fine.
It's chill.
Mm.
Best country in the world, huh?
Yeah, top of the world. Great again. Great ever. Built by slaves. Not being able to just see clear systematic oppression throughout every fucking aspect of our life. Oh, that's just the system. It's better than communism. What does that even mean? Like, you're fucking... Like, people from the 60s said that shit blindly, and you're still just saying that because you're nuts.
Right.
No one, like, me saying capitalism sucks isn't saying we should be communists. It's saying let's make the world better.
But yeah, no, let's keep bringing up issues that we fucking should have gotten past by now, like race and, like, what women can do with their bodies and, like, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And, like, oh no, some people might be transgendered, and I don't have any idea what that means, so that must not exist.
Right.
I gotta make an issue out of that. Or just be like, that guy's a weirdo. That's still rude, but who gives a fuck? Because it's not your life, and they're not trying to trick your kids into being transgender. Learning about transgender things doesn't make not transgender kids transgender. It just makes them aware that that's a thing, which helps actually transgender people be like, oh, I'm a real thing. Like, this is valid, and I'm not just crazy. Like, oh my god, dude, just like gays, it's like talking about gay people didn't make gay people, like non-gay people gay. It just made gay people be like, I'm safe now. Like, fucking Christ.
Right. Oh, and also, let's just, because we're in this whole mode right now, if you don't vaccinate your kids, go fuck yourself. Yes. You're a horrible piece of shit. If you think the Earth is if this is legit and you think it is actually flat, fuck yourself. You don't deserve to live. Like,
get on a boat and go prove it.
Yeah,
just
like,
do that. No food. You won't need it. It's not far.
Like, insane that these are things that are, like, actual things. Like, actual people believe these actual things.
Yep.
Like, that's insane to me that that's a thing. The first person that told me that they were flat earthers, I was like, this is a fucking joke. Like, no, they don't really believe this shit. Then I looked into it, and I was like, oh, these people might actually believe this shit. How? How in the fuck?
You know one of the saddest things, dude? You know one of the saddest things? A bunch of flat earthers came from fake flat earth pages that were just like, isn't this funny? And then a lot of people were like, oh, this is real.
Oh my god, that is fucking insane.
Yeah,
that makes more sense to me.
All of it.
Like, Jesus.
There are some people out there who are like, no, the world's flat. Egyptians knew that wasn't. Egyptians. Like, I'm not talking shit about Egyptians. I'm just saying Egyptians stayed in Egypt. They didn't even travel. Fucking. They knew. like,
yeah, like how? Like, how is this a thing right now? Like,
I don't understand. We're trapped in an age of regression, and it makes me just so miserable.
Just
Thank God Fallout
sad.
76 is there for me.
Right. Oh, dude, you know what made me something that did make me low-key happy about this year? So that forum I was on, that video game forum, they were freaking out. That one dude was freaking out about Fallout 76, like the best goddamn thing in the world. And, like, I was getting into fights with him. Dude, he posted like a few days ago. He's like, so guys, I gotta say it, Fallout 76 just sucks. And, like, I immediately hopped on it, and I was like, oh, what? Like, oh, holy shit. Like, really, does it? He's like, well, I had some fun with it, though. And I was like, yeah, you can have some fun with a fucking tin can, but it doesn't make it a fun goddamn game.
You can just be like, hey, man, I shot my foot. Oh, that was horrible. I had some fun. I gotta hold a gun.
Fun. Yeah, like, fucking Christ. But yeah, was happy that he finally just broke down and was like, yeah, this is a garbage game. Like, yup, nothing to do in it, is there, buddy? Nothing to fucking do in it. You're trying to convince people to buy this game just for you, so you'd have people to play with, and not a lot to do in that fucking wasteland, is there? God damn.
Speaking of internet fights, I'll just fucking jump into one of mine. This dude on a comic book group who's constantly trying to just argue with me and tear me down over nothing. This person posted 4 pictures of, like, scantily clad women from a new comic book, and it was just like, people are saying there's issues with this, like, what do you guys think? And I'm like, dude, do people not understand context? Like, context is important. And then I said, like, I don't have context for these, but even without it, like, none of these are, like, scandalous or, like, weird or anything, so I don't understand the issue. And this dude who always tries to fight me is just like, dude, that's a worthless fucking opinion. Like, you haven't even read this shit. Like, what the fuck, you retarded? And I explained to him, like, well, dude, I was saying context is important, and also, but even with these images, without context, they're still not scandalous. One of them was kind of scandalous. It looked like Poison Ivy was dead, but she was, like, sticking her ass up in the air for some reason. Very fucking strange. Yeah, then he just, like, kept going on, and I'm just like, dude, all we've ever done is fight. I don't have time for this. I don't care, man. If you, like, want to try to tear me down because of my opinions on comic book page art, like, it doesn't matter. And he's just like, oh, cool, so you're admitting that you're fucking worthless and a waste of time. And I was just like, thank you. And his name's Jimbo, dude. His name's Jimbo.
Jesus.
So I was just like, Jimbo, I know. I was just like, Jimbo, thank you for wasting your time on me, of all people, with a heart. And he was just like, it's okay, man. And I just kept hearting all of his responses. Yeah, dude. I'll go gay for you, Jimbo.
Good old Jimbo.
I'll submit to your, like, fucking amazing argumentative ability. Like, you're superior to me, Jimbo. So anyway, thanks as always for visiting the Phoenix Roost. This has been Adam.
And Matt.
We'll see you next time.
Car!